Hey y'all, iRix Guy here, and I'm testing Apple Watch iOS 4 live. Now, it hit along with iOS 11 yesterday, and not using a fancy live streaming setup, just using my iPhone 7 Plus, but I wanted to put this puppy to the test in the field. That being WatchOS 4 rather, and I'm using the Apple Watch Series 2. And the first thing I noticed is the drastic graphical overhaul rather that WatchOS 4 brought to the table. It looks cosmetically different. And what's impressed me right now, I'm just doing the outdoor workout, but it added elliptical, it added stair stepper, several types of workouts that one may perform in a gym. So I'm excited to see how this compares to the previous version of WatchOS that I had on my Apple Watch Series 2. So you need my thing with Apple Watch. Its primary purpose for me is fitness tracking. So with this new OS, which additional benefits is one going to receive as a result of upgrading to WatchOS 4? So, so far, I can tell you that as far as distance, heart rate, etc., compared to my previous walks, the accuracy of the data looks pretty much spot on. So it hasn't adversely impacted the performance. Talking about the Apple Watch and phone calls, that's actually the Apple Watch Series 3, and it's only the Apple Watch Series 3 cellular version that enables that functionality. So I'm still using Apple Watch Series 2. The reason I didn't go with the 3 is because to get the what am I trying to say? To get the cellular functionality, so your Apple Watch can function as a standalone cell phone, you've got to pay an additional fee through your cellular provider. So, I'm cheap. Why spend money if it doesn't have to be spent? So, it's that was a deal breaker for me. Now, if they release something in the future where you could get the Apple Watch, the standalone cell phone functionality through the Apple Watch, if they had like a handoff type thing, say for example right now, if I could push a button on my iPhone and say I'm going to go for a walk and I want my Apple Watch to function as a standalone phone, that would be nice if there was no additional monthly fee involved. It's these service charges. They try to nickel and dime everyone. Whether it's TV, whether it's cellular service, whether it's internet service, they try to nickel and dime everyone. And I don't want to get on a tangent within this video bashing the many popular providers of those services, but it's just stupid. It really is. So for that reason, out of principle alone, I did not get the Apple Watch Series 3 with the cellular. Although it would be a great feature if you want to walk or run and not have the additional bulk and uncertainty of having a cell phone in your pocket too. That it would be great, but for an additional monthly fee, no, not for me. It would have to be free. So and I mean free for the long haul, not just a few trial months of service. That's stupid as well. But it's performing well. It seems to be accurately tracking my distance and my heart rate. Again, consistent with what I experienced with the previous version of WatchOS that I had on my Apple Watch Series 2 before updating to WatchOS 4. So this is my first walk with WatchOS 4, and so far I'm happy. Where I'm really excited is taking it into the gym and doing those performing those indoor workouts and seeing how the Apple Watch can make my workout more motivating because of the new features that are in WatchOS 4. So yeah, and as far as an overhaul, I haven't really explored a lot of the functionality outside of the workout features, because that's why I use why I wear an Apple Watch, is to track my workouts. But I'm guessing there's a lot of other goodness in there too. And yeah, I mean, it's spot on right now, keeping up my distance. You know, it's telling me that you do this, you'll get less fat. You know, you do a workout, you get less fat if you don't eat too much. But yeah, so it's a motivational tool, it really is. And you know, hopefully, you know, again, back to the Apple Watch Series 3, the one without the cellular functionality, I have no incentive to update to it, because even though it is faster, why do I need a faster device on my wrist? I mean, if the Series 2 that I have is able to be updated to WatchOS 4, it's water resistant, it's got integrated GPS, why do I need anything else? You know, if they had added, and something I had talked about with before they released Apple Watch Series 3, is the possibility of a solar charging capability. You know, why didn't they integrate a solar panel into the Apple Watch Series 3 bracelet or strap and/or watch face itself? You know, it could have trickle charged itself continuously while outdoors in sunlight. So that was a bummer. And why didn't they integrate, you know, Apple's claim to fame during the launch event from the Steve Jobs Theater, which was super cool. Place is awesome, but you know, they said that Apple has now surpassed Rolex, because they were saying Rolex was #1 watch until now, and now they said they passed that. Well, I don't see an automatic movement within the Apple Watch. You know, it needs, if they're not going to go solar, they need to integrate some sort of mechanism that, you know, like a Swiss watch, like a Rolex or whatever, that enables it to stay recharged as a result of one wearing the watch and their wrist movement causing it to recharge itself. So, you know, there's just nothing, there's not enough new except for that cell phone feature, which has a monthly service charge. But anyway, off of that tangent, back to what this live show is about, and that's WatchOS 4. So yeah, it's again, cosmetically good looking update, and you know, I'll be sure to post some follow-ups. I just wanted to share my first time in the field with WatchOS 4 on my wrist, you know, and just, you know, let y'all know that it is doing well. And you know, as I uncover more good, bad, ugly, it doesn't matter. I love Apple, but I'm not an Apple fanboy. So, you know, tell me what you've experienced. Has it been a positive experience? Has it been negative? Has it been a combination of both? You know, what have you seen with WatchOS 4? You know, let's share that, and let's get the conversation churning here. But I'm hitting another dead spot, and curiously enough, I know this is a WatchOS 4 discussion, but it seems that iOS 11, for whatever reason, has potentially degraded my cellular coverage. So, now I'm not saying that's the case. It could be other conditions, but it's interesting that I seldom encounter a dead spot here. But today I am, since I've updated to iOS 11, but could be a fluke. You know, there's hurricanes, there's all kinds of stuff going on, so it could just be related to the service provider and not the OS update. But yeah, stay tuned, because as I play with WatchOS 4 more, I will keep y'all abreast of the latest goodness and badness and